Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Command Combat Battle Reports. It, was a rainy day here somewhere in Europe, but now it seems to have stopped. So we got the Ottomans versus the Russians, and you can see some cannon fire already going on from the Ottoman lines there. It looks like some howitzer artillery that, wow, it's taking a long time to arc around. Look at that. Now it's raining down on the Russians. And the Russians have some rocket artillery, so actually it's kind of an interesting shot to watch from out here. So let's take a look at the forces, shall we? Alright, so the Russians here, we got some cavalry over here on the right side, some Cossacks, and Chevaliers Guard, and Dragoons. So they have some hefty cavalry on their left flank. Count von Benningsen is the commander. I'm probably pronouncing it. Let's see. How do you say it? Benningsen. If I pronounce that wrong, please say so in the comments. Rocket troop in the back. Some Pavlovsk guards, musketeers, and some dragoons over there. And now they are going, you know what, screw it, we're going to rush after these Ottomans. Okay, the Ottomans have mounted Nazim-i-Credit, Credit. So we should check their credit scores. Delhi horsemen, going to serve sandwiches. Selitzer guard. Libyan Bedouin. Ooh, they should be interesting. This is the Libyan Bedouin. Neme cavalry. Neme credit cavalry. Oh, okay, so a bunch of that cavalry there. Bombardment mortars and 18-foot... What is this? Just 18-pounder artillery. So they have some good artillery and some good cavalry with some interesting infantry choices there. Delhi horsemen. So okay, so they have cavalry on both flanks there. It looks like they're going to try to envelop. While meanwhile the infantry in the center doesn't seem quite certain what it wants to do. It's going forward, then coming back. Maybe it's trying to pull the Russians into something here. It seems like there's a heck of an artillery bombardment going on here on both sides. And Jamie's over here trying to distract me with the dance she's got going.
Called exercise. You ought to try it sometime.
Oh yeah, 6-pounder artillery backed up by some dragoons over there and a rocket troop. Almost need to be now. Okay, now I got a butt wiggling in my face here.
See, that's trying to distract you.
Oh, okay. I thought that was still some exercises. Oh, okay. And I didn't even see over here. There's some Shaternal camel gunners here on the flank. They're kind of some interesting. Now I got a cat wiggling its butt in my face. All right, but now okay, we got the. That's interesting.
Family pastime.
Yeah, it's interesting the way these camel riders are riding on the back of the... It's almost like the hump is protecting them or something, or they're holding onto the hump. That's probably what they did, actually, is hold onto the hump. But since it's a real artillery duel, let's sort of stay back here and watch as the artillery duel goes. Really seems like what the Ottomans are doing are trying to envelop the Russians and get the Russians into the center. That's probably why the infantry pulled back, was to get that those Russians to come further in, so that then the cavalry can come in on both sides. They have somebody. The Ottomans really have somebody sneaking way around the back. The mounted Nazim-i-Credit are probably coming around to get that artillery back there, but the Russians are answering with their dragoons. And then they got more cavalry rushing in this way, probably daring these musketeers. Yeah, the musketeers are pulling back to try to answer to them. Oh yeah, now are they answering to them ever? They're hitting them. Let's see how this one is going on over here. Oh, the Russians have answered with their cavalry. Oh, and the Ottoman cavalry has gotten the rockets and silenced them. The dragoons did not get back in time. They actually hit some kind of cavalry, but oh, now the Nazim have been caught up with. Oh no, not quite. Looks like the dragoons are trying to catch them, but can't quite catch them in time. And now the Nazim are coming in here and silencing more Russian artillery. And that'll do it for the Russian artillery. So now it's just going to be Ottoman artillery and cavalry running around with the Russians trying to hold on with what they have left. And there's the mounted Nazi credit firing at the Russians and then charging them here. So basically the Russians are trying to challenge these flank attacks, but are, at least in some areas, getting pushed back. And now they're just going to go ahead and push here in the center and see if they can... yeah, sure, okay, they're enveloped on both sides, but might as well defeat the Ottoman center here. Oh, and look at that Ottoman firing there. That is some hefty firing. Oh, and there goes their artillery, knocking out an entire flank of the Russians.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, and actually the Russians managed to beat back one of the cavalry fights. That looks like the first cavalry fight that they have won. Oh, and the second one there as well. So they might actually be, their challenge to the flank attacks might be working, at least for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh, and the rain, here comes the rain again. So actually the Russians might have a little bit more of a chance as the gunpowder, as the Ottoman gunpowder gets a bit damp here in this. Yes, that's Jamie's singing in the background. All right, and the Libyan Bedouins trying to shoot down this cavalry. But instead they pass by the entire line just to kill Joe over here. Yes, Joe, the very Libyan-sounding name. All right. Oh, and their infantry actually broke through over on the side, and they're shooting down the camel riders. So they're actually freeing themselves on the sides here and pushing forward in the center, putting a lot of pressure there. So this game still is could go to any side. Let's see who the commander is. Count von Bennigsen. We saw that. Yeah, that was one person I had difficulty pronouncing. I was saying it like Bennigan's, like the restaurant. He's a great chef, that Bennigsen. But he's putting himself a little bit close there. That the Nazim infantry is... What the heck? These Russians, they look like they're charging, but they're missing. Oh, okay, they're running on by. They're like, screw you guys, we're gonna go over here after these guys. The rifles. Oh, they're just bypassing the main infantry and going, we're gonna go get that artillery, which actually may not be a bad idea. Let's see if they're going after the rifles first. Oh! And, look at that close-range rifle. Oh! Or the close-range artillery fire is just devastating. But they're breaking through. They're actually... That was clearly their goal, because those few guys managed to get through all those lines, and they are hitting the artillery and taking them out. They really didn't like that artillery fire. Oh, but now they retreat. So they managed to get through and take out the artillery, but they themselves got taken out. And it looks like, okay, so... The Ottomans control the center, but you still have a little bit... You still have a little bit of these Russians on the flank. And it's coming down to this. Will the Russians be able to hold off? I think this is really their only strong point left. Fighting the Libyan. Oh, the Libyans managed to hold them off, and I think that's about it. You have a little bit left. Yeah, but that's really just the rocket troop that's left. They'll be taken care of soon. So that'll about do it for us. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and commandcombatreports.com. And happy gaming, everyone.